What if I told you that the only thing standing between you and your dreams is your belief? That the world will only believe in you to the extent that you believe in yourself. Act as if you are the best. Walk into every room like you belong there. Speak with the confidence of someone who has already won. Train your mind to know without a doubt that no one is better than you. Not because you think you're perfect, but because you refuse to let doubt hold you back. Success is not reserved for the few. It's claimed by those who decide they deserve. The starting point of all achievement is desire. Real desire, not a passing wish, not a vague dream, but an obsession with your goal. The people who win in life don't just want success, they must have it. Their desire fuels them through every obstacle, every failure, every challenge. Think of the great achievers of history, people who changed the world through sheer determination and unrelenting drive. Thomas Edison failed over 1,000 times before he succeeded. Did he wish for success? No, he was obsessed with making his vision a reality. So ask yourself, what do you truly want? Not what society tells you to want, not what seems practical or safe, but what sets your soul on fire. What vision keeps you awake at night? What goal would you chase, even if you had to face failure 1,000 times? That is your burning desire. Once you identify this goal, write it down, make it tangible. When you write something down, it becomes real, it becomes a commitment. Then see it in your mind every single day. Visualization is one of the most powerful tools for success. If you can see yourself achieving your goal, if you can feel it as if it's already happened, you create unstoppable momentum. Your brain starts working towards making that vision a reality. But visualization alone is not enough. You must act as if achieving your goal is inevitable. Too many people dream, but few take action. They wait for the perfect time, the right circumstances, or a guarantee of success. But the truth is, success belongs to those who move, take risks, and step into the unknown with unwavering belief. Success is not about luck, it's about commitment. It's about showing up every single day, doing the work, and refusing to quit. Even when it's hard, even when you don't feel like it, even when the world tells you it's impossible. Because the moment you decide that your success is non-negotiable, the universe starts aligning in your favor. You will attract the right people, the right opportunities, and the right circumstances. You will develop the resilience needed to push through setbacks. And most importantly, you will become the person worthy of the success you desire. Make the decision now, no more excuses, no more waiting. Turn your desire into an obsession. Write it down, see it, feel it, then take massive action, because those who win in life don't just hope for success, they demand it, and they stop at nothing until they achieve it. Believe in yourself when no one else does. Success is not merely about working hard, it's about cultivating an unshakable belief that you will succeed. This belief is the foundation upon which all great achievements are built. When the odds are stacked against you, when the world tells you that you cannot do it, your faith is the driving force that keeps you moving forward. Without it, obstacles become insurmountable. But with it, even the most impossible goals become attainable. Faith is not just an abstract emotion, it is a choice. Every single day, you must wake up and decide to believe in yourself, despite the setbacks, despite the failures, despite the doubts that try to creep into your mind. It is easy to believe when everything is going well, but true faith is demonstrated when the circumstances seem hopeless. That is when you must stand firm and remind yourself, I am capable, I am worthy, I will succeed. Your mind is a powerful tool. It can either propel you toward success or drag you into the abyss of doubt and failure. Your thoughts shape your reality. If you believe you are destined to fail, you will unconsciously make decisions that lead to failure. But if you believe, with every fiber of your being, that success is inevitable, then your actions will reflect that certainty, and the universe will respond. This is not about blind optimism. This is about aligning your thoughts, beliefs, and actions with your goals. It is about developing an unwavering conviction that success is not a matter of if, but when. When you do this, Opportunities will appear where others see obstacles. Solutions will emerge where others see problems. But belief alone is not enough. You must act. Take bold steps in the direction of your vision. Persist even when the results are not immediate. The road to success is rarely smooth. It is filled with challenges, failures, and rejections. But those who keep moving forward, armed with an indomitable belief in themselves, are the ones who eventually reach their destination. Ask yourself, what would you do if you knew without a doubt that you would succeed? How would you carry yourself? How would you speak? How would you approach challenges? Act as if you are already successful, and soon enough, reality will catch up to your belief. Winners do not wait for permission. They create their own certainty and force the world to recognize their worth. The truth is, no one will believe in you until you believe in yourself. No one will invest in your dreams if you hesitate to invest in them first. If you doubt yourself, the world will reflect that doubt back to you. But if you carry yourself with confidence, if you operate as though success is inevitable, you will draw opportunities, allies, and resources toward you like a magnet. In the end, success is a self-fulfilling prophecy. It does not belong to the lucky or the privileged. It belongs to those who dare to believe in themselves, even when no one else does. The world does not determine your potential, you do. So wake up every day and choose to believe. Choose to act as though you are already a winner, and soon the world will have no choice but to follow. And belief is not a passive act. It is reinforced, day after day, with action. Champions don't just think like winners. They train. They practice. They refine their craft until it becomes second nature. They don't wake up waiting for motivation. They move because their vision demands it, because their mindset commands it. You must become that person, the one who doesn't flinch when failure knocks, the one who gets up at dawn to pursue the dream, who pushes past discomfort, who silences the inner voice of doubt with bold, decisive action, the one who walks into a room and doesn't hope to be noticed, but knows they belong. This level of self-certainty doesn't just happen. It's built. It's built with repetition, with discipline, with the decision to face fear head-on. Fear will come. Doubt will whisper. The world will test you. But every time you stand your ground and take another step forward, you're strengthening the muscle of confidence, the habit of belief, the pattern of persistence. And persistence is where the champions separate themselves from the crowd. The crowd stops when things get tough, when progress feels slow, when obstacles seem insurmountable. But the champion knows that those moments are the true test, that the climb isn't supposed to be easy, it's supposed to forge them into something greater. Think of every story you've ever heard of greatness. The inventor who faced rejection after rejection. The entrepreneur who lost everything and rebuilt it stronger. The athlete who trained in obscurity, long before the world knew their name. What they all share isn't luck, it's relentless persistence. It's a mindset that refuses to quit, no matter what. The question is, are you willing to endure? Are you willing to push through the frustration, the setbacks, the days when doubt clouds your mind? Are you willing to get back up over and over until standing becomes your natural state? Until falling becomes nothing more than a step on the path to mastery. This is the truth most people avoid. They chase quick wins, easy paths, shortcuts to success. But the real path, the one that leads to lasting, undeniable greatness, demands resilience. It demands you show up, not once, but every day. It demands you act as if the victory is already yours, even when the scoreboard says otherwise. So wake up each morning with purpose. Look in the mirror and remind yourself, you are not here to participate. You are here to dominate, to rise, to build a life so powerful that the world has no choice but to notice. Walk like a champion, speak like a champion, think like a champion, and eventually you will become one. But don't confuse this with arrogance. It's not about pretending to be something you're not. It's about becoming what you already are. It's about aligning your thoughts, your words, and your actions with the vision that calls to you. It's about deciding, right now, that you are done playing small, done waiting for someone else's permission, done hoping for an easier path. The moment you commit to this mindset is the moment the universe starts to align in your favor. You'll find yourself in the right rooms, having the right conversations, meeting the right people. Not by accident, but because you've become the person who naturally attracts those opportunities. Your energy will shift, your presence will expand, your vision will crystallize. But remember, this is a choice you make every day. It's not a one-time decision. It's a commitment to yourself, to your future, to your purpose. There will be days when the fire feels dim, when the obstacles feel heavy, when doubt creeps in. But on those days, you must remember why you started. You must choose to act, even when you don't feel like it. Because champions aren't built on good days. They're forged in the moments when everything seems stacked against them, when they choose to rise anyway. They understand that discomfort is part of the process, that fear is a signal, not a stop sign, and that failure is not the end. It's a step closer to mastery. So what will you choose today? Will you let the weight of the world push you down, or will you push back? Will you wait for motivation, or will you move forward regardless? Will you continue wishing for a breakthrough, or will you act as if the breakthrough is already yours and start living like it? This isn't a rehearsal. This isn't a practice run. This is your life. And the power to shape it lies within you, in every thought you think, every decision you make, every action you take. The world doesn't care about your excuses, your fears, or your doubts, but it will respect your resolve. It will yield to your persistence. It will respond to your belief. So act like a winner, win like a champion. Let the world see what happens when you decide once and for all that you are unstoppable. You see, the difference between those who talk about success and those who live it is one thing: decisive action. Champions don't wait for permission. They don't overanalyze or second-guess themselves into paralysis. They move, they act, they decide, and then they follow through with everything they have. You might be standing at the edge of your dream right now, waiting for a sign, waiting for the perfect moment. But that moment doesn't exist. There's no perfect timing, there's no flawless plan. The moment is now. The decision is yours. Champions understand this. They know that clarity doesn't come from waiting, it comes from doing, from stepping into the unknown, from making a move, from trusting that their belief in themselves will bridge the gap between where they are and where they're destined to go. You don't need to have every answer. You don't need to see the entire path laid out in front of you. You need to trust that each step forward will reveal the next one. That action, no matter how small, creates momentum. And momentum is the secret weapon of every champion. Momentum transforms hesitation into confidence. It turns fear into fuel. It changes the conversation from "can I" to "watch me." And it's built not in bursts of inspiration, but in the daily, consistent actions that compound over time into something unstoppable. This is the mindset of champions. They aren't seduced by comfort. They aren't lulled into complacency. By small wins, they keep moving, they stay hungry, they remain relentless, because they understand that the moment you think you've arrived is the moment you begin to slip backward. The world is filled with people who once dreamed big, who once believed in themselves, but who let comfort, fear, or doubt pull them into mediocrity. But you won't be one of them. You'll be the one who keeps rising, who keeps pushing, who keeps building, until the gap between who you are and who you were born to be closes forever. Every day you must remind yourself, I am the architect of my life. I am the builder of my destiny. No one else can walk this path for me. No one else can carry the weight of my dreams. It's mine to carry, mine to build, mine to achieve. And it's not just about you. When you rise, you give permission for others to rise with you. Your courage ignites courage in others. Your persistence inspires them to keep going. Your success becomes a beacon that shows what's possible when someone refuses to settle. Think of the people you admire, the ones whose stories move you, whose achievements inspire you. They weren't handed their victories, they earned them. Through sweat, through sacrifice, through the unbreakable decision to keep going. Their success isn't luck. It's a testament to their mindset. So decide today that you'll be one of and decide that you'll show the world what happens when someone commits fully, when they align thought, belief, and action into an unstoppable force. This is your call to action, to rise above excuses, to silence the voice of doubt, to embrace the discomfort of growth, to stand firm when the world shakes, and to act with the unshakable certainty of a champion. Start today. Start now. Make one bold move. Take one courageous step. Do one thing you've been hesitating on, one thing that scares you, one thing that moves you closer to your vision, and then do it again tomorrow and the next day, until action becomes your nature, until boldness becomes your default, until success becomes inevitable. Because champions aren't born, they're made. They're made in the quiet hours of discipline, in the lonely moments of doubt, in the hard choices that others avoid. They're made in the relentless repetition of belief-backed action. And here's the secret. The more you act like a winner, the more you become one. The more you think like a champion, the more the world will mirror that belief. Opportunities will appear where there were none. Connections will be made that were once impossible. Doors will open that were once locked. Not because the world changed, but because you did. You see, the world is a mirror. It reflects back what you project. If you project doubt, it gives you hesitation. If you project confidence, it gives you possibility. If you project relentless belief, it gives you doors that others can't even see. This is your moment. Your chance to step into the mindset of a champion. To decide right now that you are done waiting, done hoping, done playing small. To declare with every action you take that you are here to win, here to lead, here to live a life so bold and powerful that it leaves a mark on the world. No more waiting. No more wishing. No more wondering if you're enough. You are. You always have been. Now it's time to act like it. Act like a winner. Win like a champion. Every day the world will test you. It will throw obstacles in your path. It will whisper doubts into your mind. It will hand you moments where giving up seems easier than moving forward. But these moments are not there to stop you. They're there to sharpen you, to forge you into the champion you're meant to become. The difference between those who wish and those who win is the decision to act anyway, to rise when they fall, to step forward even when fear whispers, turn back, to carry themselves with the unshakable belief that they are destined for greatness, not because someone told them so, but because they decided it would be so. Imagine this, you're standing at the edge of everything you've ever wanted. The summit is in sight, but the climb is steep, the air is thin, and your legs are trembling. The world says, it's too far, too hard, too risky. But your mind, your heart, your very soul answers back, watch me. This is where champions are made. Not in the moments of comfort, but in the moments of choice, when everything inside you is screaming to stop, but you move forward anyway. When you silence the doubts, quiet the fears, and act as though victory is already yours. Because here's the truth. No one will hand you your dream. No one will deliver it to your doorstep wrapped in a ribbon. You have to go out there and claim. You have to build it with your own hands, craft it with your own mind, and fuel it with your own relentless determination. The world rewards the bold, the persistent, the ones who refuse to settle. It opens doors to those who knock with purpose, who step through with confidence, who declare, I belong here. And the only thing separating you from that person is a decision. The decision to act, to believe, to persist, until the world catches up with your vision. Remember, you are not your past. You are not your mistakes. You are not the opinions of others or the circumstances you were born into. You are the choices you make today, the thoughts you choose to entertain, the actions you take when no one is watching. You have within you a power so profound, so unstoppable, that when fully unleashed, it can change everything. But it's waiting for you to unlock it, not with hope, not with luck, but with bold, decisive action. So what will you do with it? Will you let another day slip by, waiting for permission, waiting for the perfect moment? Or will you rise today, this very moment, and declare with your actions that you are unstoppable? Picture yourself 1 year from now, 5 years from now, standing tall, looking back at this very moment. Will you be grateful you chose to move, to act, to think like a winner? Or will you wish you'd found the courage to take that first step? The choice is yours. It always has been. No one else can make it for you. No one else can carry you across the finish line. You are the hero of your story, the champion of your destiny. The world doesn't get to decide who you are, you do. So stand tall, breathe deep. Let the fire in your belly ignite the power in your mind. Step into the life you were born to live. Speak with the conviction of someone who already knows they've won. Move with the purpose of someone who refuses to settle. And when the world tells you it's impossible, look it straight in the eye and say, "Watch me." Because you're not here to be average. You're not here to settle. You're here to rise, to lead, to conquer. You're here to live a life so bold, so powerful, that it inspires others to rise with you. This is your moment. This is your story. This is your victory. Act like a winner. Win like a champion.